EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Pickett back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Pickett will look to throw it here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 22.
Now, as a coach, you absolutely like seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pacheco once more. And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter. He's got both of them.
He's certainly setting himself up for a big game here. And I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Alex Highsmith from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
They try with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Offensively, you might be thinking, what's going on here? One for the first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Off play action. Pickett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Yellow. Color.
Mahomes now to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Right back to him, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits. Not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Here's Pacheco. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Yellow.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs open the lead up to 34-0. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw, Pickett. His throw incomplete.
Burn, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll try the right side with Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 3rd and 9. Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 1st down, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Yellow.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Mahomes going to throw. Open man, It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes steps away to his left. Throw outside, completion to Rice. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Now for the PAT, here's Johnson. And the route is on here in this first half.
Next the score, Chiefs 42, Steelers nothing.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Pickett. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a quick throw to Firemuth. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Looking to throw, Pickett. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They didn't let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Headed straight. It's Pacheco.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
And they'll run with Pacheco.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They run the jet sweep now for Tony. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 3.
15.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he stopped immediately there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Attack! Let's get it. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Steelers 7.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Completes it to Austin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage, because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Deontay Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Pickett back to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Here we go. Shine it.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Down. Shovel, 38. Jackrabbit, jackrabbit. Smash, smash.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Ready. Shot, 17. Ready.
Now Franks. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Pickett. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. George Karlaftis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
At the 50-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
There's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
Set, ready.
On 1st and 10, Franks. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Franks. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice gain of 21 yards. And they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs just continue to roll. Johnson for the extra point try. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pickett. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Pickett. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Pickett. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Pickett sets up play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Pickett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? I mean, it'll put big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check.